Why do I have a soccer ball in my hand? Well, first off, welcome to the Bitcoin Business Bureau. I'm your host, as always, LitecoinLeader. But why do I have a soccer ball in my hand? Because we're talking about soccer or football today. It's up here, so it's camera height, and also it's easier to hold in my hand, but that's enough for now. What we're talking about today is about soccer and football and cryptocurrency. Now, there's been three major stories that I'll put in and I'll link them below in the description. But first, we had a story come out about Polkadot looking to sponsor Barcelona, or for those of you that are European, Barcelona. Just throwing that out there because I'm doing a little bit of Spanish. Yes, I studied Spanish for 6 years, a long time ago. Estudio 6 años en la escuela. But we're talking football today. So there's two major leagues that we're talking about, and we're three cryptos. So first we talked about Polkadot trying to sponsor Barcelona, which is the number 2 team in La Liga, or the Spanish league. Then comes TEZOS, a story about TEZOS, that they're trying to sponsor Manchester United, which is one of the top 5 teams in the Premier League. That's the English league. In the top league, they have 6. They have Motorbike Week. It's a beautiful day in Myrtle Beach. It's what happens when it gets to be warm. It's one of the negatives. You get a little bit of sound. Sorry about that. But it's a beautiful day. Outside doing some shots, which is great. But video shots, not shots. That's Friday. Happy hour happens soon. So, TEZOS trying to get a sponsorship with Manchester United, one of the top 5 teams you got in the English Premier League, and you've got 6 tiers of teams. You have 20 teams in each tier, but the English Premier League is the top league, one of those most competitive soccer leagues in the world. And Manchester United is one of the top 5 teams. You got Liverpool, Man City, Man United, Arsenal, Chelsea, and maybe Tottenham as well. But there's 20 teams, lots of eyeballs on soccer in England, lots of eyeballs on soccer in general in Europe. La Liga is the number 2 league, maybe 1B to English Premier League's 1A, based on the numbers that I saw. The English Premier League had about 3.5 billion people watch it last year, whereas in the 2019-2020 season, La Liga had 2.8 billion people watch. So roughly you're getting about half the world watching soccer. And it's, speaking of the world, World Cup is happening in the fall. So that starts in November in a small country called Qatar, or Qatar, whatever you want to call it, but it's in the Middle East. And they're doing it in November because it can be very, very hot in Qatar. It'd be 120 degrees. But speaking of the Middle East, there's a third project I haven't mentioned yet, which is DIVI. And they have a sponsorship with the entire league of La Liga. So not just one team, but all 20. So that's much more viewership, much more eyeballs, and they've spent time in, I know they've been in Dubai recently, I think they've been into Qatar as well, so I wouldn't be surprised if they start doing a partnership for something for the World Cup as well, after La Liga kind of winds down and they take a break for the World Cup in November. So look for lots of eyeballs. If you've ever watched a soccer game in one of these leagues, they have sponsorships all over the place. It's on their jerseys, it's on their kits. You have Emirates Airlines or Standard or all these different betting sites that are over there. It's a huge betting market in Europe, huge crypto market. I think this recent stat that I heard was 1 out of every 10 fans in soccer also have crypto. So look for DIVI Wallet to be featured prominently. Look for DIVI to be involved in NFTs, which they're already starting to do that with charcuterie NFTs. The wallet will be a method to place bets or buy kits, jerseys, tickets, souvenirs, anything about the team. So there's going to be a lot of utility from using the DIVI wallet and a lot of eyeballs on DIVI. So I'll post a couple of the articles down below, but DIVI is probably the biggest winner here and all of crypto's winning because everybody's getting into sponsorships with sports, and soccer is not only the biggest sport in the world, but it's also probably the most aligned with the countries that are adopting it faster. So you can think of, like, I'd say it's probably not a great term anymore, but third world countries are more associated with soccer and football. Also, those are the ones that are adopting cryptocurrency much faster. So big news for DIVI, big news for TEZOS, big news for Polkadot, and big news for crypto. So keep an eye on soccer, keep an eye on the football, keep your eye on the ball, and look for more coming for all 3 of those projects, and probably more, because more sponsorships will follow, more eyeballs. So with all that said, I'm going to close the door on the bureau, say follow leader, and I'll see you next time.